Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to my channel. We're gonna go into a video that we started earlier. We had some technical glitch and we had to restart. This video is ESP32-CAM with AutoConnect. So we're gonna go back to that video and hopefully we're gonna get it faster. Now we've done this video before. If you followed our channel, we've done this video before, but we used some adapters, some RS323 adapter or 232 adapters for that. Now we're going to use a different adapter. Let me just show that quickly on the screen before we continue. So right here is the camera. So it's an ESP32 cam. We got it for under $2. So if you're signed up to AliExpress with a new account, you can get some people giving it for discount. We also got some for the full price. So if you're buying the first one, you can get it for $2 or under. If you're getting the subsequent ones, you have to pay the full price. I think it's around $10. Now we're going to show you how to use this as an IoT device for security in your home, right? So let's say you got it for the full price, $10. You can just use the code we're going to show you, and you can build yourself a security camera at home. All right, so let's go ahead and do that quickly. Now we've learned a lesson from the previous one, so we're going to try to avoid the same issue. Now the first thing you do is to go to your Arduino IDE. You go on File. Well, first of all, you have to go to Tools, and then you go to Libraries. We're not going to click on this because my computer was a little bit slow today, so I don't want to try that again. Go to Libraries, and okay, let's just try it. You go to Libraries, you open the Library Manager, you look for ESP32. Download that library. You also need the Wi-Fi Manager library. Download these two libraries. You might need them, right? So you might need this. You will need the second one for the second portion of the video we're going to show you. But on the camera server, when you download that library, you come back to your IDE and go to Tools. Now the computer is still slow because the library should have opened by now. It's still trying to open the library, so that's why I should have listened to my first instinct. Well, let me talk through this while the library opens, and we'll try to close the library as quickly as possible once it opens. When you download the libraries, go to Tools, select the board, and look for ESP32-CAM. You need to select the AI Thinker module. That's what you need. When you select that, you go to the IDE, you will see your SSID and password. Make sure you type in the SSID and password for your local Wi-Fi that you use at home. Once you type that in, then you click on upload, this button here, the right arrow. When you click on it, it will compile the code, and if no issues were found, it will upload the code. And after uploading the code, you will see done uploading, and then hard reset. You have to press a button. Let me show you that button on the camera module. Now on the right hand side of the camera module, there's a little button there, so you have to click on it. So when you press on it, then it will restart the camera module, and then you can start your testing. Now, so let's go back to the IDE. Now, so the library opened. It's really slow. I have a lot of libraries, so I have to look at this and see the ones that I don't really use now to see if I can uninstall them to speed up the system. But anyways, what I was trying to show you was that when you come to this library manager, you have to go on the search bar here and type in ESP32. ESP32. You search that, and then you install it, and then you look for Wi-Fi manager. Find Wi-Fi manager and also install that. You need those two. And if when you run this experiment and you have an issue, look for the library that you're missing. Now, someone was on the live broadcast initially and had issues with Wi-Fi connection. I don't know if he's able to reconnect now or rejoin us now to explain what the issue is and we can actually try to recreate the issue and try to solve it for him. So if you are the guy who commented in the previous episode and you had this Wi-Fi issue, kindly let us know, and we can try to recreate the issue and try to solve the issue for you. And whenever you join, even if it's not today, whenever you see this video, please let us know what issue you ran into with ESP32, and we can recreate it and resolve it for you. We've done this a couple of times before. The only reason we're doing this video again now is to show you how to use it with the adapter, with the USB micro USB adapter. I'll show you that again in case you'd missed it initially. So the top portion remained the same as it was, in my previous video about 4 years ago. But this one is a new adapter. I think it started circulating about last year or so, or maybe a little bit longer, but I think I've just seen it not quite long. So you need a micro USB to program this. I'm hoping they will get a C type very soon. Now, you just connect them together, and then you connect your USB, your micro USB. This is an easy way to program this. So let's go back to the IDE. Now I'm back to the IDE. So it's still trying to download the libraries, which we don't really need, but you can see how you can install the versions, right? So let me try closing it now. The libraries that they don't want to close, even though I'm clicking this a couple of times now. So let's give it a few more seconds and see it load up, and then we'll close it. Now, once we close it, we're going to go back to the IDE. Remember, you must type in the SSID of your Wi-Fi and then also the password. So let me transition away from here. I want to show you something quickly. So this camera, um, all right, this camera you see here, see how tiny it is? You can fit in my palm so easily. So it's not really a huge camera. Now, anyways, let's go back to the IDE and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So my Wi-Fi is Ethernet wireless. So you create your own Wi-Fi SSID and then you put your password. Once you put your password, go back to the tools, make sure that the port is the one selected by your computer, right? I have different ports, but the one that is highlighted for this is my COM port 3. So you select port 3 and then you go back to your board. Make sure that you select the AI Thinker module. That's what you need. The AI Thinker module is what you need. All right. So I am gonna go to the board and the ESP32. My board is AI Thinker. It's way down there. So you select the right camera and then you click on upload. So I'm just going to show you where it is. Sometimes it's way down. And it's not alphabetical in any sense of it. It's just I haven't figured out the order they put it in, but it's there. Yeah, look at it. AI Thinker ESP32. That's what you need. So when you select that, you go ahead and click on upload. Once it's done uploading, you restart the camera and then you go to your serial monitor. Now, when I go to my serial monitor, let me clear this. Okay, let me click on serial monitor. All right, I'm gonna close that serial monitor and open another one. All right, it's actually showing on the other screen. All right, so it's connecting to Wi-Fi. Hopefully it connects. And so this is contingent on your Wi-Fi signal being strong in your location, or if you got the SSID and password correct. So if this doesn't work, it's probably that the signal is not strong enough here and I don't have an antenna, which is another problem with this camera module. You need to buy the antenna. So I'll show you. There's an antenna port right here. So you need, when you get this, try to get the one that has an antenna, or get the antenna so you can plug it in here. But I didn't have antenna, so I will struggle with getting Wi-Fi connection. But I have a workaround, and that's what I'm going to show you in the next episode. In the next, well, in the same episode, I'm just going to switch over and show you right away. So what you're going to do is, instead of using this connecting to Wi-Fi and it can connect indefinitely, you can configure this camera module as, I have to switch back and show you what is happening on my screen because it's still trying to connect to Wi-Fi hotspot and it's taking forever, right? Connecting to Wi-Fi, and it just goes on and on trying to get a signal, which may not be very strong in the area that I am operating. Now, what we're going to do to solve this problem is to um, first of all, switch this programming. So let me show you what I mean by that. So we're gonna create another IDE called AutoConnect, Wi-Fi AutoConnect. So I'm gonna bring it over here. I've created it already to save time. So in this Wi-Fi AutoConnect, what we're gonna do is we have the camera we need. By the way, before I go over there, let me show you here. In this code, I had to uncomment the camera that we have, which is the AI thinker module. That's what we need, and then comment any other camera module that is available. Now, in the auto connect, there's no point having all those to comment out and all that. We already know the camera we need, so we just have that as we'll define that, and the rest of the code remains the same, apart from the Wi-Fi manager. Remember, I told you need this Wi-Fi manager library. So we need the Wi-Fi manager library for auto connect functionality, and we have to create an SSID, or we have to create a hotspot with our camera module, and we call it HackerNet Easy Cam. You can call yours whatever you want. All right, and then we have to connect to this, so we have to upload. So I'm going to click upload while I explain any other thing that we need to explain. Now this is going to compile the sketch, and if no errors are found, it will upload the sketch. So while this is happening, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to minimize this because I want to show you something interesting that we have to work on. Okay, let me just make it as big as the previous one. All right. So once this is done, and we're not able to demo the camera server in the previous version because we couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi hotspot, but this version we're doing now has a guarantee that we can connect to Wi-Fi hotspot. And I'll show you that once it compiles and uploads. But in the meantime, there is this code here called camera index.h. This code is written in hex, which is really an HTML file but converted to hex. Now, for you to modify this, for you to change this in any way, or let's demonstrate. Let's first of all demonstrate that this is actually an HTML file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these hex files, and there's a link I put in the description for the recipe to cook this hex to HTML. So I'm going to copy that code, and I'll go to a web browser. This web browser so this is a JSBin. So this is what it's going to look like. So let me just paste that code here. That hex file, I paste it here, and it's just gibberish on the other side. Really no difference between the two. But now we're going to cook that because we're going to go from hex to HTML. So I'm going to paste it here. I put this link for you called from hex link in the description. Now it's going to bake, and now he has baked it, and it's now an HTML code. I'm going to copy that. I go back to the JSBin. This JSBin helps us to test HTML codes online without having to compile anything. JSBin. so we don't have to save and run the HTML or on our computer locally or on a web server. You just paste the code here and it will generate the HTML on the right hand side. So this is it. So the in and the out, you can add CSS to beautify it. I think CSS is already included in the code, but you can also call it out and put the JavaScript and all that. Anyways, so in the HTML side, we see all the functions that are called. Um, so there's a function here to set that, another function, and so on and so forth. Let's check if the code has uploaded. Okay, still compiling sketch. So we can continue while it's compiling the sketch. Now, you go back to the recipe so you can, what we can do is if you don't like what you've seen here, you can edit it. You can edit it in HTML and then you bring it back. So let me try to edit it in HTML. So let's do um, Notepad. I'm gonna get my Notepad and then paste the same code in my Notepad. It'll be easier to edit from Notepad than it is with the JSBin. JSBin doesn't really give you room to edit a lot of stuff. By Control F in it, trying to find Control F or Control H, it doesn't give you that room. So you can't do that with a JSBin. And so I'm going to try to do with Notepad++. There could be other online tools you can use as well. You can use AI. In the previous video, we showed how you can use AI to edit it, but it's just a lot of um, automation. So you want to have a hang over this. You have to try to do it yourself. So I'm going to save this as HTML. So as an HTML file. So let me call it camera cam.html. That way, yeah, the tags will be highlighted for me and I can see where it starts and where it stops. And so let's go back to that. Let's say I only want to see resolution and the flip, the H mirror and V flip. So I want to see resolution. So I'm gonna go to my I'm gonna do this search. I'm gonna say resolution. So I want to keep the resolution and then I want to remove the rest of the stuff. So I'm gonna keep that div for resolution. I won't touch that. And okay. And then after resolution, I want to remove the next class, which is the quality. So let's say I want to remove quality, brightness, contrast. Quality, brightness, contrast. So let's remove those. Quality, brightness, contrast. So let me remove those. Contrast, saturation as well. Let's remove up to this point. And then special effects, I don't want to have that either. AWB, all these things, I don't need them. So let me remove all of them. No, I don't need this. Level exposure, everything all the way, even gain, I don't want to see gain. Lens correction, I'm gonna leave, yes, I'm gonna delete everything here up until here. I'm gonna delete everything here. I'm gonna leave the mirror on the flip. This one here, I don't need it. So let's get it off. Color bar, I'm gonna leave color bar. Light intensity, we can leave that. And all right. So let me test this. Copy. We're gonna take it back to There are other areas we have to update as well, but let's just see how it looks now. So yeah, so we can keep it this way. We can go ahead and delete the actual functions that got executed, but this might be the minimalistic version that we want to see. So we're going to convert this back to hex and put it back on the Arduino IDE. So let me copy this. This is what I want. I can delete a little bit more if I want. I can remove this register and clock and all those things, but just for now, let's just do this. Copy this. We go back to the recipe. Remember this recipe. So we have the from hex. We want to go to hex. The way to do it is you can go here and just search to hex, right? To hex, and then you drag it over. But I've already done it for you on the link. So the hex to hex and split is already there. So I'm just gonna click on here and paste it, and then give it a few seconds. It will bake, and then I have the output, right? So I'm just gonna copy this and put it back on the ID. So I'm gonna put it back. It's still compiling the sketch, which is a really long time it's taking. All right, so that code I copied, I can paste it in here, and yeah, we have a different look. But let's wait for it to finish check compiling and uploading, then we can make an adjustment to the look and feel. All right, so I've shown you a couple of things now. I've shown you how to upload the code. Again, how to set it up. You set it up and then you click on upload. It will do the compilation and then the installation. After that, if you don't like the look and feel, and I've shown you how the look and feel will be. So while you're waiting for this, normally this runs very fast. I don't know if it's because I connected a separate monitor and all these paraphernalia here, the cameras and all that. I don't know if that's why it's slowing down, but I'm going to try to resolve the issue with the speed of the computer after this. Anyways, you can copy this camera index code and convert it. Let me walk you through it again. You convert it to use the from hex, convert it to HTML. You view it with your jsbin.com. If you don't like the look, you can go back and edit it. So I didn't like that look initially, so I'm gonna just paste. All right, I didn't like this either, so let me get it from the here. This one here is, I'm gonna copy it, and then over here. Oh, all right, so that's not the one we want. We want this one here. We want this one. Yeah, that's the original. That's how it looked originally, and we didn't want all these functions. You just want to start the camera, you want to select your resolution, and that's it. So we converted it to this version, so we can flip the camera as well, we can control the light intensity and all that. So you get the functions you want. To do that, we used Notepad++ to edit. It's easy to find and replace or to delete. So we use resolution as a marker to find the beginning. Why did we do that? Because resolution is the one of the top things there. So you can also use this xclock or SELK to locate the top of the code. And then once you do that, you delete what you don't want and you test it again. So let's go back. I think it's been, yeah, it's done uploading. Now that we're done uploading, we're going to click on this button, serial monitor. Now it's already connected. So SSID is, let's see, SSID is HackerNet EasyCam. Let's see, an IP address is that. So let me do this, copy this, and go to let me just go to here, and I'm gonna paste that URL there. IP address. IP address pasted. Normally what we should do is to go to our phone. So I'm going to switch over to camera and try to find that SSID. The SSID is ECANet EasyCam. So let's go back and switch on our camera. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my Wi-Fi connection from this phone. Alright, so we're gonna look for ECANet EasyCam, and you can see it right there. Let's see if I can zoom this to show to focus on that ECANet EasyCam. So it's right there, but kind of blurry. Let me see if I can make it a little bit. So right, that's the camera, the Wi-Fi right there. This one, so I'm gonna click on it. It asks me to connect. I'm gonna say connect, and then it will connect. Now, once it connects, it will take me to a captive portal. This captive portal will ask me to select my Wi-Fi hotspot. So I'm gonna say configure Wi-Fi. Right, I'm gonna click on that configure Wi-Fi. And then once I click on configure Wi-Fi, it will bring the Wi-Fi connections that are close here. So my Wi-Fi is already there, the SSID is there, and the password is there. So I'm just going to click on connect. I don't want to click on show because I don't want you to see it. And then once I connect, so it's going to save. So it has saved it. That means this device is now connected on my Wi-Fi network. This device you see here is now connected on my Wi-Fi network simply by connecting, making it a hotspot or a server, and then using my phone as a client to connect to it. I'm able to open a captive portal to transfer the Wi-Fi connection that is available on my phone to this. And then once I click on the reset button, I'll show you. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to switch over to the screen. If you can see on my screen right here, it says it has saved my Wi-Fi. It has saved my Wi-Fi connection, my actual Wi-Fi SSID, and now okay, let me try to connect to this IP address where it started the server. And if it doesn't work, we have to try to see if we can connect it again. All right, we're gonna do this one more time because issues start the camera server. We didn't start it. Auto connect, yeah, connecting. It failed to connect. So I think we're probably it's connected to my Wi-Fi, but it's not able to get the. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect this. It's connected to my Wi-Fi hotspot, but it's not able to get internet. So let me try it again. Let's switch over to the camera. So I'll connect again. Internet is unavailable. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We've connected to it, and let's see. Let's see if we can open the captive portal one more time and see what is going on here. 192.168.4.1. Alright, so let's configure that. So you go to that URL to configure your Wi-Fi one more time. 2 networks found. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that my Wi-Fi password is correct. Alright, didn't put password. Alright, so I was trying to make sure you don't see my password and I forgot to actually put the password. So I'm gonna save it. Okay, let's just save it. Now let's switch over to connection timed out. I'm gonna restart the camera one more time and see. Alright, so it's still not connecting. It timed out. I'm gonna connect it again without showing the camera, so I'm gonna see what is going on here. All right, loading up. Okay, 192. Okay. Okay, I'm getting timeout error, so let me just connect this one more time. And we have just 10 more minutes to do this. It's timing out, so 192. Alright, something is not working well. I'm gonna unplug it, hardware reset, and I'm gonna do it again. All right, so it hasn't binded on my Wi-Fi connection. So I'm trying to debug that. Let's just do this. We enter the IP address and hit enter. Normally the captive portal opens automatically, but if it doesn't this time around, I'm gonna forget that Wi-Fi and do it over. Now this is taking longer than expected already, so we're gonna result in timeout again. So let's just resolve that quickly by forgetting that. Well, all right, it was connected to different one, that's why. Okay, we can actually forget it. Let's forget it. All right, okay, let's do this way. We connected back. It wasn't connecting, it was timing out because we already switched the SSID. So now I have to type in the SSID myself. I had seen it grayed out. I thought it's already typed it for me, but actually I have to type it in manually. Let me get my password in. All right, I have typed it in now. And you have to pardon me because I saw it grayed out. I thought it already selected it, but apparently it didn't. Oh, it was giving me options. I have to click to select the one I want, which is what I didn't do. Now I just realized I had to select it. Let me make sure the password is correct. Okay, I'll verify the password was correct. So there were two options for me to select from, but I didn't pay attention to that. So that was one error that you might experience. Now we're waiting for it to save the credentials, and then we'll see. Internet is unavailable. I think it's connected. Now it's switched over to my actual Wi-Fi hotspot. So let me go back and show you what is happening with the camera. So I'm gonna go back to the IDE, the Arduino IDE, and I'm gonna try to restart the camera now. So you can see the serial monitor on the screen. Let's restart. We've restarted, connecting. Now it's connected. Good. Now it has connected. So it took us a while, and it was my mistake. I have to apologize. I had to click on the Wi-Fi hotspot I wanted to connect to, but I saw it grayed out, and for some reason I assumed that it was already selected, but it wasn't selected. It was a wrong assumption. I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm gonna go here and put the yeah, I've just put the IP address I got 10.0.0.26, and then I have to scroll down and click on start. And once I click on start, you scroll up here, you can see yeah, it's working now, but it's showing me upside down. So I'm gonna click on vertical flip, V flip, and then I should be showing yeah, right side up. And then I think I'm showing my right hand is showing as my left hand, so I'm gonna use horizontal mirror so I can show properly. All right, now all these functions we might not need them, so the next thing we're gonna do is gonna be faster. So let's go back and change the code. We want to change the code to change this code and put the one we just converted. Let's go back and put the new one we converted, which is this one here we converted to hex. We're gonna put it in the IDE and upload. So before I upload that, I'm gonna remove this first comma here, and then I'm gonna upload it. Meanwhile, I have to verify that the code is actually the one I wanted to copy, and I'm gonna check it against my JS bin. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Actually, one other thing we can do is just to move this start to the top. If you want to keep the full functions, you can go to your notepad and find the start and move it to the top. So if I do start streaming, maybe that's not streaming. So it's probably called start stream, not start streaming. Yeah. So start stream, we can find where it is. So it toggles start stream to something else. Yeah. Let's just find the rest of how many are they? There are two occurrences of start stream. So I can rearrange the button where it shows up. This section, you can just copy it or cut it, and then move it above. You can move it above resolution. Yeah, so you can move it above resolution. So let's find. Okay, if I put it above resolution here, what would it look like? Copy everything and then go to my, paste it here and see. So you can put it above resolution so it's at the top. If you want to leave the rest of the functions down, so you can rearrange it this way. Now you didn't change any code, you just change the order where it appears. So you can do that if you want. But if you want to minimize everything, so let's see if we get the code right. It takes just forever. That's the downside of this, is the amount of time it takes to update. It takes a very long time. It takes a very long time. And I don't really like that. So if you know how to, if you're having the same issue, you can understand that yes, we have the same issue as well. It takes a long time to upload. Any small change you make takes a while to upload. I wish there's a way to upload just the changes instead of the entire code. I think that will speed it up. What do you think? I think it will speed it up. But anyways, it's installing now, so it's uploading now, and we are already at 30%, which is good. Now we are at 100%, completely uploaded. So you're just gonna go back to the serial monitor, and it's ready. It's already, but we have to restart. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you quickly because this is our last 2 minutes, and we switch over to something else. Now, when you click on the, once you upload, you have to press this button, this reset button. So before I press it, I'm gonna try to switch over to the Arduino so you can see. I'm gonna clear everything that is there. I'm gonna switch over to the IDE as I press it. Watch. All right, now it's back to the same server. So I'm gonna go back to that server. Where did we test it last time? Okay, let's test it in the same place right here. So let's go here. Right, so we have to refresh this. Once we refresh, we're gonna see all these buttons disappear. We just need just the minimal set of buttons. And now I'm gonna flip, and then I'm gonna flip, and then it's working fine now. So you have seen how we've done it. We've been able to modify the server, the camera server, to be more tailored to exactly what we needed it to be. Now, the guy that left a comment earlier in the first broadcast asking for help, describe your issue, the problem you're having, and we will come back and see if we can recreate the problem and help you resolve the issue. All right, until come your way again with more content. Stay enthused. Stay enthused. All right, that has been it from us today. Please like, share, subscribe. If you like this video, subscribe, share with your friends, and until we come your way again next time, stay enthused. Now you've seen we've done these things. We've not done these things in a long time. That's one of the cameras we're using is a phone set up here. We've not done videos in a long time because of certain issues, but hopefully we're gonna come back and make more videos for you and more content on AI and other related videos. All right, until then, I will see you later. Please like, share, subscribe, and let us get to 2,000 subscribers.